Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first edition of Demystifying Emotional Relationships, DER Episode 1. And in these episodes, we will be talking about the Bible perspective to emotional relationships and marriages, doing relationships and marriages the Bible way. And every time you hear this voice, we are going to be talking about a particular topic and how to do it the Bible way so that we have a blissful relationship and a fulfilling marriage experience. I am Dr. Seun Olabode, and I'm going to be the one you see and you hear every time it is demystifying emotional relationships. Today, I'm going to be talking about preparing for emotional relationships. Preparing for emotional relationships. Oftentimes, many people desire to have emotional relationships. They desire to be loved. They desire to love. They desire to feel special and to have a particular person in their space to whom they mean the whole world. However, many people do not get to prepare for what they want. So, even when they get the person they want, they are unable to attain the experience they anticipated before entering into that emotional relationship. Many people want loving experiences, fun-filled experiences, experiences where they are valued, where they are appreciated, and where they too get to value the other person and appreciate the other person. However, they do not put structure in place to ensure that what they want comes to pass. Looking at the scripture in the book of Genesis chapter 1, when God wanted to enact a relationship with humanity, God did not start by creating humanity. God started by getting the appropriate light required to put the structure that will make the environment that would nurture and ensure that humanity that he wants a relationship with will thrive and will be fulfilled available first. So the first thing God did when God wanted a relationship with humanity was to say, let there be light. Let there be light. And when I went checking the dictionary.com particularly defined light or illumination as wisdom, insight, understanding, and knowledge. And truth be told, if you would have a fulfilling emotional relationship or marriage, you need wisdom, you need insight, you need knowledge, you need understanding. Those are the toolbox equipments that you would have at hand to structure your life and structure your space in such a way that you will not only be attractive to the person you are seeking to have in your space, but the entrance of the person into your space will also be such that would ensure that they have come to stay. Many people get attracted to the container of a particular product that is on the market for sale. However, the determining factor of whether that product will be persistently patronized is the quality of the content in that container. So what happens in our environment largely is many people focusing on the container, ensuring the container is beautiful, ensuring the container is well branded, ensuring that the container is colorful, ensuring the right marketing strategy to catch the attention of prospective client or customer to what they have to sell. That might attract them initially, but what will sustain the patronage over a period of time would be the quality of the content itself. And the same thing applies to humanity. It applies to human beings. You want a qualitative human being in your space? We are not underrating the effect of physical appearance. Physical appearance is good. You have to be attractive. You have to be considerably good looking to catch the attention of a prospective friend, partner, or spouse, as the case might be. However, what will keep that person is not limited to what you have to offer physically. What will keep the person is the value you have to offer them. Everybody loves an environment where value is offered. And the more the value you have to offer, the higher the chances of being able to maintain or sustain the emotional relationship you desire. So what God did in Genesis chapter 1 is first to get light, to get illumination. And when that light came, God was able to see that the environment was scattered. The environment was null and void. The environment was not the way it should be if a good relationship with humanity will be sustained. Therefore, God started putting structure into place. Water was originally everywhere in Genesis chapter 1. Darkness was everywhere. Then God started calling the land out of the water. God commanded the water bodies to move into a particular place. God commanded that aquatic organisms should begin to find expression in the water bodies. God commanded that vegetation should grow on the land. God commanded that animals should grow or evolve on the land. And God ensured that everything He created was so systematic that what it would take for one thing to survive was on ground before it was created. So there was water before aquatic organisms were called forth, because aquatic organisms would need to live in water. There was vegetation before animals were called forth, because animals will need to feed on vegetation. There was the day and the night created for times and seasons, so that everything can be gauged in seasons and in time. Everything that needed to be in place was in place before God eventually brought humanity into creation. So you are there wondering, when will the right person come? Have you considered the light you need to put structure in your space to enhance their arrival and the sustenance of the person when the person comes? What wisdom, what insight, what knowledge, what understanding do you require to ensure that when the relationship eventually happens, you are enacting a qualitative and bliss-filled relationship? Do you even know what to look out for in the right kind of partner or spouse? And you looking for the right partner or spouse, are you the right person, the right partner, or the right spouse? Because it is not only you that has a standard or a taste of the quality or the kind of person you are looking out for. The person you are looking out for also has who they too want as the kind of standard of the person they want to be emotionally involved with. Are you working on yourself and evolving to become the kind of person that can attract the quality of person you are looking out for? So what light do you need? What illumination do you need? What wisdom do you need? It's high time to go for it. The Bible is filled with different kind of valuable knowledge and information you need to be the right person and to also seek the right person. Social media, the Google and different kind of educative handle on the media are available just at a click away for you to learn qualitative things to be better off. You need to put structure into your life. You need to put structure into your space. Everything out of order in your environment has to be brought into shape and order. It is structure and order that will attract the right person into your space. So when you put your life into shape, you put your life into order, then you can now be ready to look for somebody to come and share the bliss and the calmness in your well-ordered environment with you. The assignment is not first to go seeking for the right partner or the right spouse. The assignment is first being the right person and having yourself in the right kind of environment that would attract the right person to you. Not only did God create the right kind of environment after he called forth for light, the second thing God did was that God had mastery over his communication. Communication is the lifeblood of any and every relationship. We are going to go into communication in another episode in depth. However, let me just briefly say, for you to structure your environment right, for you to create an environment that is habitable and conducive to nurture a good relationship, you need to have mastery over communication. Genesis chapter 1 spoke about God seeing so many negative things around him. But God did not verbalize or dwell on the negativities. God focused on saying the right things that could happen and going to work based on the right things he knows can happen to ensure that they happen. Are you the type that dwell on negativities? Are you the type that affirm pessimistic expressions in your space? You have the ability to change whatever is happening in your environment. You are the one that should be behind the steering of your life, deciding the direction to which you steer it. So, although you might be saying things that are not what you expect in your space, give voice to what you want to see and go to work to make it happen. When God saw that there was darkness, that everything was out of order, everything was null and void, everything was out of shape, God started calling forth what he wanted to see, and he was working towards it. So, you might be downtrodden today. You might have failed in one thing or the other. You might have had some negative experiences that is making you feel like the world is against you or life is not in your favor. Don't sit there. Keep moving. Move first with your mouth by saying what is possible. Tell yourself that you might be experiencing what you call painful now, or what people see as being disadvantaged now, but it's a bend and not an end. That you are still coming out to have good relationships. You are still coming out to have worthy relationships. You are still coming out to be the best version of yourself and start working towards it. Master communication. Say the right things about yourself. Say the right things about your life and get to work. What are the things you can do to put work, to put effort, to put tangible investment into your life in the right direction, following the right things you are saying? Don't give up on your life because of the past failures. Don't give up on your life because of emotional distresses you have experienced in the past. Every negative experience has a lesson to teach if you would look through it well. Look into it, learn from it, and begin to declare the right things that you want to see. Get the appropriate knowledge, the appropriate illumination, the appropriate light, the appropriate wisdom that you need for betterment in that area, and start working towards it. So, this session, I'm telling you that first and foremost, get illumination. You want a good relationship? You want a relationship that is bliss-filled and worthy of emulation? Get illumination. The wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, the insight you require, go for it. And secondly, master your communication. Be the one at the steering of your life. Give voice to what you want to see. Give voice to what you want to say. Later in the scripture, subsequently, you will hear the Bible say that let the weak say, I am strong. Don't say what you are going through. Say what you want to see and start walking in that direction, and you will see things begin to change. There is no general that does not have a scar to show. So the fact that you are emotionally battered or injured today as a result of a miscalculation or a battered trust in a relationship that has passed does not mean that that is where your emotions and relationship story would end. Things can take a new turn. Things can get better for you if you will pick up your life, learn from the lessons and the errors of the past, put your mouth to work by declaring the right things you need to hear, then move forward. The Bible said faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word. When you keep saying the right things, you will begin to develop faith to do those right things and to become those right things the more you say it for yourself and to yourself. Don't wait for somebody outside to encourage you. Don't wait for somebody outside to be the one to push you in the right direction. Be your own prophet. Self-propel yourself. God did not wait for anybody to propel him when he saw that the happenstance in his environment was not conducive. He self-propelled himself to do the things he needed to do to create the kind of environment he needed. Be self-propelling. It is good when we see supports here and there, but the support might not come as early as you want it to. So, rather than wait for external support before you do the right thing and you move in the right direction, be self-engineering, be self-propelling, be self-inducing. All the external support you need will meet you along the way. Because every other person you are waiting on, they also have their challenges and their own responsibilities. And they would fix theirs before they remember you. So fix yours and keep walking ahead. God is always there to help you. And I can guarantee you, excellent, bliss-filled, and enviable emotional relationship is possible. And you can attain it. And if you will do the things that is required, indeed you will attain it. Till I see you next time, I remain Seun Olabode. You can follow us on the social media handle at Dr. Seun Olabode to gain more insight and to get more information. Thank you.